Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is often described as a film that will contain many different revelations, twists, and turns that will lead to surprises in this movie by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really intriguing about Episode 9 is that we do know that this film, at the end of the day, is going to really give us a lot of revelations that's going to make us view the past 8 Star Wars movies in a different light, which really is a big deal by J.J. Abrams and George Lucas, because this movie really will determine exactly how the fans are going to look at the sequel trilogy as a whole, how we look at it as 3 movies together as one, and that, to me, I think really is very important for Disney and Lucasfilm to get down correctly. Now, with the return of Palpatine and, of course, all the connections to the prequels and the originals, a lot of fans are very curious about this movie, in particular with the character of Kylo Ren. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very intense for Episode 9. Now, specifically, shot descriptions consisting of a sequence where it's explained that Kylo Ren and his Knights of Ren are said to be traveling to the Outer Rim, where it's described that they are in search of one of Palpatine's vaults that are locked away inside of an abandoned Imperial base that Kylo and the Knights eventually discover and are able to break into. Now, it's described that in the sequence, Kylo Ren is said to be able to find his way to the very center of the vault, where many relics of Palpatine's were left behind, where it's described that one of the sequences is said to involve Kylo Ren activating an old hollow projector that is said to project a hologram of Darth Maul that dates back before the Phantom Menace. It's described that in the hologram, it's said that Darth Maul is talking about the Dark Temples, and how if each and every one of them are activated, it will allow the Beyond to become far stronger than ever before. It's said that one of the Dark Temples are said to reside on the world of Exegol in the unknown regions and was said to be the last Dark Temple that needed to be activated. Maul's hologram explains that the Dark Temples were created by the Wills to test Force sensitives of those who were able to discover such locations that would lead to a great power. Palpatine's new throne room on the world of Exegol is actually said to be the last Dark Temple that he turned into his own personal hideout and his new throne room itself, and that Palpatine's throne actually once belonged to an ancient Sith that Sidious claimed as his own. So let's go over a couple of parts about this and as to why I find this to be very intriguing. Now, first things first, Palpatine's throne and his throne room is actually an original Dark Temple that was actually hidden over in the unknown regions on the world of Exegol, and that Palpatine's throne actually did not belong to him originally, but it actually belonged to an ancient Sith Lord who actually was hiding over in the unknown regions many years ago. Now, this really does open up a lot of questions, right? What Sith Lord was that? And of course, did Palpatine know about this Sith Lord? That's a big question open on the table. And it does explain as to why Palpatine's new throne does indeed have an ancient look to it. Of course, it's based on Ralph McQuarrie's 1981 sketch. That's a given. We know that already for Return of the Jedi. But at the same exact time, it does have an ancient design. It's made out of stone, it's got the little spikes sticking out on each side, and it's very large. It's over 10 feet high, and that really, is a very big deal. The fact that this ancient Sith Lord that was guarding one of the Dark Temples actually now belongs to Palpatine, and that really is something that's going to connect to the new Sith lore that J.J. Abrams will be introducing in this film. Now, this is also to be explained about the Dark Temples from the Darth Maul hologram that Kylo Ren discovers. Now, the hologram of Darth Maul is actually said to have been recorded many years, or many months, I should say, before the events of the Phantom Menace. So that's a very interesting aspect of Episode 9, the fact that we are learning a little bit about what happened before the events of the prequel trilogy, just a little bit, and how that ties into the Rise of Skywalker. After all, we do know that in 2020, Disney plans to create a brand new expanded universe, where it's going to expand everything that comes before the prequel trilogy era and everything that comes in between Episodes 6 and 7, and even after Episode 9. So they really are trying to expand everything related to the Force, the Jedi, the Sith in different ways. And the world of Exegol, what's really interesting about this planet is that it resides right near the Beyond. Now, the Beyond is said to be by far the most powerful Force nexus there is that allows great powers for either a Sith or a Jedi or a dark side or light side user, whatever have you. Now, the world of Exegol has constant lightning storms. It's one of the main reasons as to why you are always seeing lightning in the shots of the teaser trailer, and of course in the official trailer and some of the TV spots that have released. That really is a big deal because it tells us that Palpatine chose that planet because of how close it is, right near the Beyond itself, that's going to allow him to use the new ability called Force Conduit that will allow him to drain the Force from both Rey and Kylo Ren to be rejuvenated and become in a more youthful state. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.